result. But on the counter side, he feels that maybe ODIs don't have so much relevance in a year with the T20 World Cup, but he's still satisfied with one more ODI to go at Mount Maunganui. He still says that it's good to see that people can bat in certain pressure situations.
He's also said, and this is interesting, he said, now we have nothing to lose, so we can
make some changes.
Yeah, what's he saying? We could consider changes in the final game since we have nothing to lose. I don't know.
At least they have players to choose from, unlike New Zealand.
Who had none.
Let's have a look at India's squad and see what possible changes we can have, not necessarily meritorious, but just purely in terms of making sure everyone gets a game.
What changes are you going to have? Look,
is KL Rahul opening the innings?
Yeah, Kedar Jadhav had a good game, just the last game, he made 22 of 15. Maybe Jadhav is becoming this 20-ball batsman because of the strength of the top order, that's a separate issue. But if you want Manish Pandey to play, because he's in such good form, then he can only come in for one of the openers.
Or Shreyas Iyer to be rested?
I don't know. Shreyas Iyer, a young kid, he just wants to play in as many situations as possible. His development will come from playing as many situations
we have been talking about like giving that stability.
Yeah.
Having that open communication which has been working for him. Like Shreyas, take no credit away from him that he has scored 50 runs.
Yeah, he did score 50.
It's just about that he's more capable of delivering, and that is something which should be looked into, because we are looking at only when you lose those 2-3 early wickets, you need that number 4 guy to make it count. So he got in, and even more the reason, because he got in and not really finished it, you got to put that pressure on him to learn quickly as possible.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I think we were just...
He made 52 or 57 when there were wickets down. So it's not that he batted badly. So I see Shreyas staying in the side.
It's the same logic by which we were rapping Virat Kohli on the knuckles for 60 average. He's already done well, got 100, set a standard, and as a result of that standard, we're saying, come on, you can do better.
So who will you leave out? Mayank Agarwal? If you want to play Manish Pandey, then you have to leave out Mayank Agarwal, ask KL Rahul to open the batting and say, look, it's a one-off game. Can you keep and bat? Because the long-term plan is for him to bat at 5. So that could be an option. I think it's hard on Jadhav, given that he's played his wonderful cameo. Or do you say, look, we don't have much one-day cricket coming up. I don't see Jadhav being in our plans for 2023. Let me go and play Manish Pandey at number 6, and Jadhav is not playing anyway. I mean, that's hard on him because he only has to play those small innings. He's only had to play them so far.
See a chance for Kulcha coming together for one game?
Possibly not. I think you would want Ravindra Jadeja to continue, and he will bat at number 7. So that means that there is only one spot available for a spinner. Maybe Shivam Dube will be considered for the last ODI, just to see that having a 6th bowling option who can bowl 3-4 overs, because I think somewhere that 1 over which he has gone for runs has worked against him in this series, and wouldn't have been a bad call. Since you had the luxury of using KL Rahul, need not be in the middle order, open with him, and that opens up a slot for extra batsmen. And the reason KL Rahul started keeping was that they could have played one more extra batsman, which they often speak about to change the balance. But I think in this series they had the opportunity, but they didn't really capitalize on that, because inexperience at the top was something which hurt them, I would say, in the series.
It's interesting to see what kind of person Shivam Dube is. Some people lose their confidence badly, whereas there are some people who say, I went 1 over 34, I want to bowl more and more and more so that I can show that I'm not the 1 over for 34 runs kind, I'm a better player than that. Some people just lose confidence. With them, it's better not to bowl there. But if he's the kind of guy who loves a fight, he'll say, yeah, I went 34 one day, but I also bowled out the last 2 overs against Bangladesh when you needed me to. So I don't know what kind of person Shivam Dube is. I don't know him well enough.
I know Rashid Khan's the kind of person who always says, hit me for 30 in 1 over, I'll come back stronger. Don't mind.
He's a world-class bowler, so yeah.
All right, what about the opposition? Do they have any players? Is there anybody left in New Zealand? I mean, it's just down the road, just fly in some people, drive up some people. Mitch Santner, we don't know how serious that...
If the Santner injury is bad, they'll have to get another spinner in, because I don't see them playing a specialist batsman at number 8. Basically, it was like a high school team. Everyone's available plays.
Including Luke Ronchi.
Yeah, Luke Ronchi had to come in and field. So I see that as one change, getting in a bowler at number 8. Otherwise, I'm sure they'll play Jamieson again. They have to. They found, I think, he's a really good bowler, Jamieson. I don't know how bad Southee is, but otherwise, just play this side with one change, maybe. Or maybe Blundell. I don't know what you think of Blundell. Do they have another batsman in there? Williamson is back for the third game.
Williamson.
So Williamson for
If
Blundell.
Williamson is back, then yeah, he will replace Blundell. Apart from that, it will all be subject to fitness. let's just look at this team like that. Because if Southee is recovered and fit, obviously after today's performance, he would want to play another game. Kane Williamson, if he's fit, he walks back, and that will certainly strengthen that batting lineup for sure. The thing which is going for New Zealand right throughout the T20 and ODIs, they've been getting a great start. I think for Indian team, it's about going back to the drawing board and saying, okay, what are the things which have been working for us in ODIs. How we prepared for the World Cup, what were the plans. The plan was pretty simple, to have that cautious start, even though they didn't get more runs in the first 10 overs, but they made sure that the wickets have not lost. If they were bowling, they were getting those 2 wickets consistently. If you go back to the numbers, and those numbers will suggest the same story. It's about just sticking to those triggers which actually makes a game for you. The formula which has been working for you in terms of winning matches, which is taking those 1 or 2 wickets in the first 10 overs, spinners coming on to bowl, taking those 2-3 wickets in the middle overs. That really sets the match for you, and you're always restricting teams for less than par score on that particular day, and you have the batting lineup to go out there and more often than not get you home.
Yeah, well, New Zealand getting home, but I'm sure they'll be pretty pumped up after the 5-0 defeat in the T20 internationals to at least finish the series 3-0 in their favour. It would be a retribution of sorts. We won't use any other words with R for the moment. Just the fact that New Zealand would like to finish the series on a high. If only they can find a spinner somewhere in the country. If Santner's not fit, I'm sure they might want to add that to the ranks. And if they do find one, remember, you'll have a new name to contend with. So look out for that. There could be a new name. They're the home team. They can bring in anyone they want to. my11circle.com. Get the app downloaded and look out for any names that are added last minute, because you can actually make changes till the game actually begins.